Good, Jay. How are you?
I'm steamed.
No, what's the matter?
These Russians say they didn't do it. They say they didn't do it.
Yeah?
They're like lying like kids. You know, you back them into a corner, it's like, oh, maybe a giant did it. You know what's scary about this whole thing? They said that over the weekend that Reagan had met with some of his senior advisors. This guy's 73. The whole country's only 200. We got a couple of guys from the Bull Moose Party coming down there. You know what I did see?
Scary notion.
I saw something in the Enquirer. Now, I read all papers, as you know. Did you see this? The National Enquirer had an article. This is amazing. It just amazed me on movie stars' salaries. And it said that Burt Reynolds makes like $5 million a year, you know, and Wayne Newton.
$5 million?
Yeah. And Wayne Newton makes like $8 million a year. But they had one I couldn't believe. It said Carol O'Connor, when he was doing All in the Family, was making $203,000 a week.
Ooh.
Now, I got to think about this. You know, I don't grudge the guy the money, because if you can make that kind of money, great. But how do you negotiate a deal for $203,000?
I don't know.
I mean, how does this work? Does your guy sit down with their guy says, all right, we're prepared to pay your client $200,000 a week. Come on, the man's got to eat. Come on. I can't go back with an offer like this. Throw me a bone.
A little meal money.
Like pulling teeth trying to get a nickel out of these.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you ever read the Enquirer? Are you a big fan of it?
I don't buy it. When I'm standing there in line, I'll peruse it, sure.
Yeah, it's always eye level, no matter how tall you are. That seems to be the... It seems to be the way they work it. My favorite story in the National Enquirer, you may have seen this, killer bees are on their way to the United States from South America. Killer bees. There aren't enough problems as it is. Some ex-Nazi scientist from Brazil crossed a honeybee with a Doberman pincher. Imagine what this would be like. Gangs of young, tough bees in leather jackets terrorizing women. Hey, sweetheart!
Make the noise again.
No.
Come on, get a nice tight shot of Jay's face.
Make the noise?
Make the noise again.
Well, so you can do a lot of things with that noise.
Yeah, like what else?
Like a model airplane. You ever have one of those gas planes when you were a kid?
Yeah, when I was a kid, sure.
I mean, there's all kinds of things.
He's so versatile.
Please.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Now, this is a serious question. The last time you were here, and I understand it was about a month ago.
Yeah, that's right.
About a month ago.
Yeah, we're friends, remember?
We're good friends, sure. You came out and you were dressed like a guy, a floor walker at Sears.
You said to me the last time, you said, why don't you wear the clothes you wear around town on the show?
Yeah.
So this is what I usually wear.
Now, which do you feel more comfortable in, the little double knit suit or this outfit?
That wasn't a double knit suit. You and Napoleon are the only guys wearing those double-breasted blazers.
Oh, no. Really?
Well, you don't have one on tonight.
No.
No, I like, this is my bike clothes.
Your bike clothes. Now, you have a little different hair tonight, too.
No, it's the same hair, it's just texture.
I know, but anyway, this all leads me to the point that I think you look very nice tonight.
Why, thank you.
So, you're going on vacation, huh? You've been on vacation?
No, we're on vacation. My wife and I took the bike out, went for a little trip up
Now,
California.
do you really have your wife travel with you on the motorcycle?
Yeah, of course.
Does she like that?
Oh, yeah, she likes the bike. She likes the bike. We have a good time. You know, it's strange. We went up around... This always happens, you know. Whenever I go home, I take, July off. And friends from, back east, whatever, come visit me. Whenever people come to visit me in California, I always take them up, up around Mulholland, up in the Malibu Mountains.
Yeah.
And it's so bizarre, because I always think of this whenever I'm in New York. Whenever friends from the South or the Midwest or the northern part of California come down, I always take them to this place we can see, real high up. And they always look over the cliff and they always say something like, boy, isn't this beautiful, and isn't this lovely, and look at the water. And whenever friends from the East, especially my New York friends, I always take them up, man, they always look over the cliff, they always say something like, you could kill a guy here, man, you never do. They just enjoy the view, would you, Bob?
Now, when you're on your bike, you go out, you frighten tourists, don't you?
No, I don't.
You go around frightening tourists. I bet you.
Remember the time we dug up your lawn?
Yeah. We got to do a commercial, Jay. But
I'll wait here.
You'll make the noise for us when we come back.
Well, I don't know.
All right. We'll be right back with Jay Leno, folks. You got the biggest one, didn't you? The most powerful one.
That's right.
Air, full power.
Everything.
Everything, sure. Hi, welcome back to the show. Jay Leno is here, and later, you like this man, Frank Mundus.
Oh, I just met him backstage.
Yeah, he's quite a guy. He'll be out a little bit later. Now, Jay, what are you doing while you're in New York City? What else besides being on the big show?
You know, my wife's with me this time, so we went down. Look, my wife, we always buy Christmas cards ahead of time. You know.
Well, you're getting a jump on it. What is this?
Well, it's true.
September? Well, no, that's about
we
right.
went down the Village today, right? You ever try and buy Christmas cards in the Village?
No.
It's unbelievable. It's like, excuse me, do you have any cards that don't have male buttocks on them, please? Hey, Dave, really. You know, somehow nude Santas leapfrogging each other is not my idea of a traditional holiday card. I'm sorry.
No,
it's impossible.
Are you working a lot of... Well, you're going up to Monroeville, Pennsylvania.
I've been everywhere. I've been in New Mexico, Oklahoma.
Are these nice clubs? Nice...
Some are nice. Some are saloons.
Saloons.
I was in New Mexico. I was working the kind of clubs in New Mexico that when you go out in the parking lot, there's always two girls sitting on a fender, and one of them's always saying something like, I know Bobby didn't mean to hit me. You know, real.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of.
You know what's so strange? Whenever I go to these comedy clubs, I'm always working with a new guy. It's always like me and some kid that's been in the business a couple
Well, you're the big
weeks.
guy coming into the town, and the new guys all look up to you, don't they?
Well, you know, you're on TV, so they usually put you with some local guy or some guy from out of town. You can always spot the new guys because they always put you in these comedy condos. You know, they have like a condo.
Well, some are very nice.
Some are nice, but the new guys, you can always spot them. Like, I was in this place in Oklahoma City working with this new kid, and I'm in there, I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking a piece of chicken, having a glass of milk. I look over this kid, he's eating a quart of ice cream with crunched up Chip Ahoy cookies in it, a bag of Fritos. I says to him, first time on the road? Yeah, how'd you know that? I just took a guess.
Now, do these guys ask you for advice? Do they meet you at the airport? This is like professional wrestlers traveling from town to town.
It is. Whenever I'm on the road, I keep thinking, boy, Letterman would love this.
Is it harder? Would I find it? I used to do a little of it, and it always kind of frightened me.
No, it's great. I like it. The people you meet characters. You meet strange people. It's great. I love it. I really like it. I have a good time.
What about irritations? You always seem to be a guy who is bothered. You know,
what's
beef.
my beef?
Yeah, what is? You have any beef, Jay?
I'll tell you. You know, my beef is like half funny, half serious. I always wonder what people think if they came to this country and went to the movies. Now, you been in the movies lately? I mean,
I've seen some movies
Every
lately.
woman in the movies now is either a teenage cheerleader or a hooker, you know? It's like I was watching this movie on cable the other night, Beach Girls. Have anybody seen this? And it's great, because these movies are always written by men. And the men always say, oh, no, the nudity is an integral part of the film.
Sure.
You couldn't have this story without the nudity. I'm watching this one the other night. They got a scene, 3 nude girls on a trampoline eating bananas. You don't have to be Freud to figure this one out. Violence on... I see, what is it? The PTA this week voted, what was it, the A-Team, the most violent show?
I think that's a violent show, yeah.
Which is not really fair, because if you have kids, you realize the most violent thing on TV is what? Cartoons. Cartoons. I mean, if you're a 5-year-old kid and you watch cartoons all day, and I think this is a reasonable analogy, children think if you take a stick of dynamite, put it under a dog's tail and set it off, the dog's eyes will go, woo! Kids think you hit a dog with an axe, you got 2 dogs now.
Your noises are getting better. I don't remember that one being that good.
That right? You work on these noises.
Do that
Can
one
you
again.
do it? Let me see you try it. I will do it if you try to do it.
I'll try to do it if you do it.
Like this.
Oh, no, not that one. No, I'll try the other one, the eyes noise. I'll try that one.
Woo!
Ooh.
I want to see you do a dynasty. That's why. Dave Letterman is Dr. Cameron Ashley.
A driving force in the American theater. What about any new fall shows you're interested in?
New fall shows. I've been seeing this one for this. We Got It Made. Is that the name of it?
Yeah, that's this
I
network,
haven't seen it yet. I guess it comes out. It's about a guy. Here's another thing. It's the same thing. They hire this incredibly beautiful girl as a maid.
Right.
Why don't they have a show where they hire an incredibly intelligent girl? Have someone like Margaret Mead as the maid, you know? This way, the guys could sit around going, so what you're saying is, because of the prehensile feet, the monkey is able to